A grocery code of conduct has been unveiled which aims to stop the supermarket duopoly bullying suppliers. The government says it's calling time on supermarkets' poor behaviour with the new code, which will prohibit the abuse of power over grocery and produce suppliers. And it requires supermarkets to pay suppliers on time. And if they breach the code, they can be slapped with a fine of up to $3 million. Lloyd Burr reports.
Tucking into a cookie time cookie before getting stuck into the supermarkets that sell them.
Really significant penalties for any misbehaviour.
Consumer Affairs Minister Duncan Webb unveiling a new grocery code of conduct to prevent supermarkets bullying suppliers.
It's become really clear that they're not getting a fair deal.
To ensure they do, supermarket companies will be prohibited from abusing their power. They must treat suppliers fairly, pay them on time and deal with them in good faith. If they don't, a $3 million fine.
These are significant disincentives to any of the supermarkets or supermarket chains from engaging in this kind of misconduct.
Our supermarkets are owned by two companies, which means small suppliers like orchards and veggie growers can easily be manipulated and pressured for lower and lower prices because there's only two places to sell to.
There is a power imbalance that suppliers are feeling, and there have been alleged bullying tactics from the supermarkets to suppliers.
Consumer NZ has been calling for action on this for years. They say today's announcement is a good first step.
What we really need to see is the Commerce Commission making an example of the supermarket when suppliers have the bravery to come out and make a complaint.
The Food and Grocery Council is welcoming the code too.
Suppliers are really looking forward to the clarity and the fairness that the code will bring and enabling them to work in what is always going to be a very tough commercial environment.
Interestingly, both supermarket companies are on board as well. New World and Pak'NSave's owner saying, "We support the introduction of the grocery supply code to give clarity to the framework of engagement with our supplier partners and to drive better outcomes for consumers." Over the road at Countdown, they say we have consistently supported a mandatory grocery code of conduct throughout and before the market study process.
If we don't see the change that's required, both at the supply side and at the checkout end, we will take further action.
So unanimous support from across the board, a good start. But the question is, will it work? The proof of the pudding, or the cookie time cookie in this case, will be in the eating. Lloyd Burr, Newshub.